and welcome to the Lake District Yogi. My name's Kat and welcome to this warming, soothing flow. This is going to be short and sweet, but we're going to get into all the parts of the body. It's going to be a nice slow one. We're going to create ease and space. But most of all, it's going to be calming. So this is the perfect flow if you're up in your head and everything's just a little bit frantic, or if the world is feeling, like a lot. This is going to be like a power down, calming flow. We're actually going to start seated. So if you are comfortable sitting like this, then that's obviously great. If you need to grab a blanket or anything that just sort of wedge under your hips, if that makes it a little easier to sit like this. We're not going to be here for too long. We are going to move here. So just check if you do use a prop that you can still move freely. Okay, but before we move, we'll just place our hands on our knees and we'll just take a couple of breaths just to fully arrive. So wherever your mind is at the moment, whatever it's being pulled away by, and there's always something, always something that is just trying to take us away from what we're actually doing, from this gorgeous present moment. So whatever it is that is trying to drag you away, just kind of cut the strings just for now and just let that stuff drift off so that you can land fully here, body and mind. And just take a couple of breaths, just make some noise, just really over exaggerate it. Let the body know we are about to calm ourselves down. If you need to do any wriggling, like, I know it sounds counterintuitive if we're about to do calming, but if you need to shake or, really kind of get some energy out of your body before you do the calming, that can be really useful too. So this is the time. Any moment that you want to just give a little bit of a wriggle, a sigh, a yawn, quick cry, whatever you need to do, get it out, don't let it sit stuck in your body. Okay, gently open the eyes if you had them closed. We're going to start by doing some spinal circles. So you can keep the hands on the knees. We'll start by just leaning the body over to one side and then start to circle around. So maybe imagine that you're leading with your chin, drawing the chin to the front, and then maybe drawing the chin to the chest as you go to the back. But we're going to do quite a few rounds. So you could start small and then let the movement get bigger. Really use the arms, bend the elbows at the front, maybe straighten the arms at the back. So feeling into all the juicy corners of the body here, starting to build a little bit of warmth and a little bit of energy, even as we calm ourselves. We can create that good energy, positive, uplifting, joyful energy that we can create for ourselves when we are looking after ourselves, when we are showing ourselves some love and gifting ourselves time. Okay, next time you come forward, pause, and then we'll go the other way. Nice and slowly. If you've closed your eyes, then maybe this has already become quite a meditative movement. Feeling the weight distribution shifting underneath you. Feeling into the waist, the upper back, the neck. Okay, we'll do one more round. Next time you come to the front, pause, release your hands, and just walk them forward. Stay up on the fingertips. Let the head come between the upper arms if you can. And just settle in here for a breath. Slowly walk yourself back up, place the hands back on the knees, make a nice firm contact. Take a breath in and pull the hands into the knees and let the heart shine forward. Lift the chin a little. As you breathe out, round the spine, so you can press the heels of the hands into the knees. Draw the chin to the chest. Inhale, sweep the heart forward. Exhale, round the spine. So take your awareness to that heart center. Imagine there is a light there, a beautiful searchlight, a beam. And you are sending that light of love and positive energy out into the world. Keep moving with your breath. And in case you're wondering, this is not the kind of cheesy, fake positive energy where we are just pretending everything's great and we're bypassing the fact that there is so much hard and dark stuff happening. We're not bypassing the heavy feelings that you may be experiencing. What we are doing is using our own energy to try to transmit some love out into the world. Even though things are hard and dark, we can still create connection with one another. We can still create community. We can still hope for a better world. Okay, last one. This time as you round the spine, just pause here, draw the chin in. And then slowly come up to center. Place the right hand down on the ground beside you. Stretch the left arm alongside the ear. Spread through the fingers and then reach to the tips of those fingers. Keep that left sitting bone rooted. And breathe into this deep stretch in the left side of the body. Slowly rainbow to the other side. Place the left hand down. Reach that right arm over. Spread through the fingers. Ground down into the right hip. Right sitting bone. And slowly come back up. We'll roll over our knees and find all fours. Tuck the toes at the back and then sit your hips back. Send the arms forward. So we're in this active child. You can place the forehead down. Child is just such a beautiful, nourishing place to be. So take a couple of really nice, really centering breaths here. Let yourself fully land. If all of that stuff, that mental stuff has come rushing back in, try to just gently walk it away again. You know, this is not forever. It's just for the next 10 minutes or so while you're on your mat. We're going to just leave that somewhere else. It'll be waiting for you, I'm sure. Unless you have an amazing epiphany while you're doing this class. It sometimes happens. And that problem that's been bugging you for ages, suddenly the answer may just float to the surface. So seeing if we can just let something go just for the time that we're practicing. So really let the weight of the fall to the earth. And then keeping the hands forward, keeping them nicely glued to the ground, lift the hips, roll forward and find that little upward dog variation. Let the hips drip forward. Press into the hands, move the hips back to the heels. Couple more like this. Draw the chin into the chest, round forward. Press yourself back. One more like this, come forward. This time we're going to make our way to downward dog. So you can start to move back, toes are already tucked. You can lift up into your downward dog. And settle in here, pedal the feet. Whatever you need to do to make this feel good. Okay, Gently start to bend the knees, drop the knees to the ground, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Round through the spine as you come back to downward dog. So we're just combining this downward dog and cat-cow. So drop the knees very gently, touch them down, belly drops, lift the gaze. Press into the hands, start to round the spine, lift to downward dog. 2 more like this. Touch the knees down, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Feel free to close the eyes. Last time. Drop the belly, lift the gaze, come back to downward dog. We're going to step our right foot between our hands. So if you wish to send that right leg out behind you first, sometimes it makes it a bit easier, give you some momentum. As you step that right foot through, slide the left leg back, find your low lunge. Fingertips can stay on the floor. You can bring them to your knee, or you can reach the arms overhead. We want this to feel as soothing as possible, so find a version that makes you feel that sense of calm and ease. Gently bring the fingertips to the floor if they're not there already. Push your hips back, start to extend into this right leg. It does not have to be straight. Slide the fingers towards you a little bit, so everything is kind of square to the front. And that heart is still beaming out that beautiful light. If you wish to fold forward, if there's space for that over that leg, then by all means do so. Slowly come back up if you were folded over the leg. Rebend the front leg. Step back to downward dog. Step the left foot between the hands. Find your version of low lunge, finding somewhere really comfortable for your arms. And then bring the fingertips down, shift the weight back, find half splits, move the hands anywhere that makes it more comfortable for you. Keep a bend in that knee if you want. And then fold. Rebend that front leg. Tuck the toes under at the back. Step back to downward dog. Okay, separate the feet so that they're wider than you would normally have for downward dog, and begin to walk your hands back towards your feet. So you're in this nice wide stance, and then fold. So you can hold the backs of your legs, you can hold your opposite elbows, you can find any amount of sway with nice bent knees. If you imagine how we soothe a baby, if you've ever held a baby, it's almost sort of instinctive to just keep swaying. We sway and rock because it's so soothing. And then we forget as we become adults the beauty of swaying and of being rocked. So we can rock ourselves to calm ourselves down. Okay, very gently finding stillness. Place the fingertips on the floor, find that halfway lift. Turn the toes out and the heels in. Sink the hips down into our squat. So again, the fingertips can stay on the floor, or you can bring the elbows inside the knees and bring the palms together. If you're up on your toes like me, this is also a balancing pose, so it can be challenging. But find that drishti, that soft gaze point. Focus on your breath and just let everything in your mind calm down. If you are balancing, sometimes that's a positive, because in order to balance, we have to be really focused. There's not much space left for thought. And if you like a visualization, you can imagine that the inside of your mind is a beautiful snow globe. And it's had a really good shake this morning, kind of by an excited child. And now everything is just settling and the picture inside's becoming clear. Okay, bring the fingers back down if you hadn't already. We're going to find that forward fold again. So lift the hips a fraction, turn the feet so that they're parallel, and then come back to your forward fold. Press into the feet, soften the knees, come all the way up to standing at the back of your mat, sweep the arms overhead. Close the eyes, let the palms touch, draw the palms down through the midline. And just pause here. Feel your thumbs against your sternum. Feel the soft breath entering and leaving your body. Feel this wide stance, how rooted and grounded you are. Okay, open the eyes. Sweep the arms, sweep the arms overhead again. Fold forward, arms wide or through the middle. And then walk yourself back to downward dog, readjust your feet. And we'll come to a seat, so however you want to get there, you can come to your knees first. Okay, we've got our legs out in front of us. Bring the toes towards you so the legs are nice and active. Even if you have something under here, you can bend the knees, you can stick a blanket or something under your knees. Okay, lift the arms overhead, feel that heart shining forward. And then begin to hinge into our Paschimottanasana, forward fold. When you found your edge, let your arms come down. And this is a soft one, remember, so we're not going all in. So maybe a really nice big bend in the knees, maybe something soft underneath. Maybe instead of going to your full, where you would normally go, your full fold, you're letting it come back up a little and just being a little softer. Okay, a couple of more breaths here. Just letting the last few flakes in that snow globe fall down. So your mind is becoming completely calm. Your body is completely calm. Your breath is smooth and even and slow. You've lost that jangly edge that you had. You feel lighter, some weight has been lifted from you. Okay, slowly come back up. Bring the sole of the right foot inside the left leg and place the right hand on the outside of your right hip. We'll find stargazer coming up onto that knee. Peel yourself open, find some joy in this expansion. Slowly sit your hips back down. Switch sides, so we've got our right sole of the foot the left sole of the foot against our right leg. Place the left hand outside the left knee. Press up, find that stargazer. Peel open, let the heart shine to the sky. Slowly sit back down. Bring the soles of the feet flat. Come down onto your back. Get yourself comfortable, so do any bits of wriggling and jiggling that you need to do. And then bring the knees into the chest. So that move alone will probably change how you need to have the small of your back. Tuck your chin a little so the spine and neck are nice and long. And then extend the legs to the ceiling. Flex the feet. Now, if you're ever in a position to be able to do this against a wall, this is one of the most soothing and calming poses. We're not going to move to the wall just now. We're not going to be here this long, but it's the same idea. Just take a couple of those really nourishing, soothing breaths. Maybe you've noticed the breath has become really, really slow. And we'll move into happy baby. So start to bend the knees. Take your arms on the outside of your legs and hold the outside of the feet. And then as you begin to bend the knees down, your elbows will kind of come inside the knees and your hands are on the outside edges of your feet. Keep the feet flat as if they're trying to hold up the ceiling. And it's not called happy baby for no reason. So what do babies do when they're in this kind of shape and they're exploring their bodies? They rock and they move. So here is another opportunity for some soothing, rocking and swaying. Obviously, if you would rather be still here, then be still. And then we'll all slowly find stillness, release the feet. Bring the feet to the ground and then either let the feet go as wide as the mat and the knees rest against each other, or let the legs go long. We'll have just a couple of breaths in Shavasana. Just a little more calm. A few moments to allow everything to really bed in. So the soothing physical movement that we've done, the benefits of that slow, deep breathing, the image of the snow globe and the clear, settled mind. Just let all of that really filter into your being. And then obviously if you have longer and you wish to stay in Shavasana for more time, then obviously do so. The more Shavasana you can get, the better. But otherwise, we'll make our way back to a seat. And I will say thank you so much for joining me for that calming flow. I hope this is one that you can return to again and again when you need that sensation of just allowing the mind to settle. I know it's so hard. I still am challenged by this literally on a daily basis. It's a work in progress, but we just keep trying. And even if you just catch just a couple of moments within an entire practice or a couple of moments in an entire day where you have touched that feeling of peace and clarity, then you're doing great. So thank you so much. If you're enjoying these videos, please do all the usual things like, save, share, subscribe. And I will see you again for some more delicious yoga from my heart to yours. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye.